here are my top 10 scariest horror scenes. I'm sure that my list is different than yours, so please let me know what yours are down in the comments below. So without further ado, here we go. Number 10 is the shower scene from Psycho. This scene is incredible. The way that it's shot, the way that it's acted. Alfred Hitchcock really did a fantastic job with this scene, and I love Janet Leigh's performance as Marion Crane as she's getting stabbed by Norman Bates, also his mother. It is really great stuff. One of the scariest scene in cinema. It scared a whole bunch of people when they sat in the theater and they watched it for the first time. And you have to give all credit to Alfred Hitchcock for directing this movie. It is just a fabulous film. Psycho is my favorite Hitchcock film for sure. Number 9 is the alien at the birthday party from Signs. This scene is wonderful. The way that it's shot, the way that it is directed, it is incredible. And you don't really expect seeing this alien like just walking into this alleyway, and you get like the reaction from the children, and you also get Joaquin Phoenix reaction from the couch, and it is really an amazing scene. It is by far my favorite part of Signs, and yeah, this this creature is just walking past, and it is terrifying the way that it's done, and one of the best ideas that M. Night Shyamalan ever had. And number 8 is the decapitation scene in Hereditary. Probably the most shocking thing I've ever seen in a film. The way that the head just snaps at the pole, and like the brother is just in shock afterwards, and I can't even like imagine how you go on from that. But I think that the most disturbing element of the scene as well is that her brother just goes in his room and goes in his bed, and he doesn't even tell his mother and father what happened. That is one of the most disturbing aspects of the entire film. Hereditary is one of the best horror films ever made, in my opinion, and this scene is a big reason why. Number 7 is Johnny Depp's deathbed scene in Nightmare on Elm Street. This scene is horrifying. It's super well directed. There's a lot of creative deaths in the Nightmare on Elm Street franchise, especially the first one, and I thought that Johnny Depp's death scene is by far the most creative, in my opinion. And Johnny Depp did a good job acting in this movie too. It's his first role, and what a way to go out in your first movie. And this death scene is still talked about all these years later. It's just a great, fantastic scene overall. That's why it's number 7 on this list. Number 6 is the Blair Witch Project ending. The entire ending, like the last 20 minutes of the Blair Witch Project, is just phenomenal. It's a really well directed film. I love this movie. I love the performances from the 3 main actors in this film. And it is horrifying. To me, this is one of the scariest films ever made, and for good reason. I love that they don't show the creature, they don't show the witch here. It leaves a lot to the imagination. It is just a fabulous ending, a fabulous movie overall, and I watch it every Halloween. Number 5 is the alien chest buster scene. That scene is one of the scariest scenes in the entire franchise, only because it is like the first time that we witness an alien busting out of somebody's chest. It is really unexpected, and it happens during like this quiet lunch with everybody on board. All of the crew is eating. Now, one of them just doesn't feel right, and there's this amazing creature that busts out of his chest, and imagine just dying this way. I don't want to have any alien species inside of me. That just doesn't sound fun. I would rather like get killed by a predator than an alien xenomorph. I'm just saying. Ridley Scott directed the best alien in my opinion. This dinner scene is just awesome. Number 4 is the first Conjuring film where the girls are sort of experiencing this paranormal activity, and we witness this terrifying demon on an armor. And the way that this scene is shot just shows you how good of a director James Wan is, especially in horror. I'm just so sad that he didn't come back and direct Conjuring 3 and 4. Maybe he was tired of directing this franchise and he wanted to move on to other things. But the first Conjuring remains the best just because of this scene alone. It is terrifying. Number three is the Norris transformation from The Thing. This scene is really well done. It is captivating and it is almost just terrifying. A good reason for that is the practical effects that were used during the making of this movie. The Thing is the best remake of all time, in my opinion, bar none, and the practical effects here are fantastic. Every time we see this creature in the movie, it works. It really does. And the Norris transformation scene is one of my favorite scenes in the entire film. And I would also add like the blood testing scene in the film. It's just an amazing accomplishment this movie is, and I can never get enough of The Thing. Number two is Sinister's the lawnmower scene. That scene is just incredible. Sinister is one of the scariest movies I've ever seen, and it's because of the tapes that Ethan Hawke's character watches when he's alone at night in his office, and these tapes are horrifying. In every tape, we see a family get murdered, and the lawnmower one is just, I think, the most terrifying tape of them all. And I think Ethan Hawke agrees with me because the way that he reacts is almost how the audience reacts to this horrible scene that he witnesses. And yeah, Sinister is just a really well done film. It is one of the scariest films I've ever seen. Number one is the bathroom scene from The Shining. The bathroom scene in room 237 is awesome. It is so well directed by Stanley Kubrick. And imagine just being alone in this hotel and there's this woman like coming out of the bathtub. And I love the reveal when Jack is embracing the beautiful woman, and then she just turns into an old lady and becomes this like terrifying corpse as she walks and laughs, and Jack is just horrified. That is horror right there. One of the best moments in the entire movie, in my opinion. And she is like going to kill you. I mean, just imagine that. I know like that Jack Torrance probably out of his mind already in this scene. Like it is just so well done, just so well directed by Stanley Kubrick. The Shining remains my favorite horror film of all time. I would also add like the scene where Wendy finds Jack Torrance's manuscript. That's a great scene as well. There's just so many great moments in this movie. As honorable mentions for like the scariest scenes, there's a bunch of horror movies that I love that I didn't put on here, like VHS 2, for example. Safe Haven is one of the best anthology shorts I've ever seen. You also have The Exorcist. There's a lot of moments in The Exorcist where the girl is being possessed, and the makeup, the camera shots are really well done. And moments from The Descent as well. There's a lot of creepy moments in that cave with the monsters. If you're claustrophobic, Descent is not an easy watch. But yeah, those top 10 are my favorite horror scenes, the scariest horror scenes in my opinion. Let me know what yours are down in comments below. And please like, comment, subscribe, and see you next time. Bye.